Hello, everyone. Welcome to the VRaaS Cast Live number 18, brought to you by Austin VR Lab. As always, my name is Mohammed. Andre is here with us today as well, helping me out behind the scenes. Thank you so much for joining us. VRaaS Virtual Reality as a Service. Austin VR Lab is a full scale virtual reality services firm where we provide all types of virtual reality services. And our purpose is to provide the best virtual reality experiences to the most people possible. And we aim to accomplish this in three ways. One, in providing access to hardware, whether that be through purchasing, procurement, leasing. The second way we aim to provide virtual reality as a service is through content creation and distribution. Whether you already have your own virtual content that you need distributed across platforms, or if you want to create your own virtual content, whether that be for your business or your personal use, we can help you get that made. And the third way we provide virtual reality as a service is through project management and training. So we don't just drop off the hardware, we don't just create the content or whatever platform you're trying to use and leave you alone with it. We're there through the process on how to use equipment, how to use the software, how to implement it into your business. So we can do what we love to do and you can do what you love to do. A good way to compare it to or place it into your business is we talk about Austin VR Lab being your virtual department. Now, in your company, you probably have a marketing department or you probably have an HR department, maybe even an accounting department. Each one of these departments adds a new function to your company, and we call it gain of function. And as you increase function in your company, your brand can evolve or your business can thrive. And when you add virtual reality to your business, you add a whole new element, especially for these modern times that we're living in. You can either, one way I put it is, you can either do it today and be ahead of the curve, you can do it tomorrow and be on top of the curve, or you can do it next week and be behind the curve. It's just when you're ready to jump into the deep end, we are here to show you how to swim. Austin VR Lab, again, virtual reality as a service. So we do the Vrascast live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We usually try to get started by 11:45, but I was fighting with my espresso machine this morning, and so everything was pushed back just a little bit. I'm sure some of you can relate, getting into these tussles with our gizmos and gadgets, whether it be an espresso machine or your virtual reality system. You always need to have it working. And that's a great tie in and segue into what Austin VR Lab does. We want to make sure things are working and then be able to, get things done on time as possible. Take this cast, for example. Even though had a little bit of a tussle with the espresso machine this morning, we still are here getting it done, bringing you this stream live. And one of the reasons that we do this stream live is because we want to interact with you. I'm watching the chat here. We have people who are watching us and people who are, you know, here to learn more about virtual reality. Now, if you have a question or if you just like to pop in and say hi in the comments, we would love to be able to answer any questions you might have. And of course, we always love to interact with you. So, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, what we do is Monday, we kind of divide it up a little bit. So Mondays are VR news days where we talk about what's new and the latest information in virtual reality that you might be interested in. Wednesdays, we do shop talk days where it's about Austin VR Lab projects. We kind of show you some of our capabilities and some of our theories and what could work for your potential business and some finished products of what Austin VR Lab has done for our clients as we get releases from our clients to show them to you. A lot of these projects are still under development. We do have some completed projects. If you've tuned in to past Shop Talk days, we've talked about the Austin VR Lab mobile headset. We've talked about content that we've shot and created for other brands and businesses and for ourselves. And today we are going to talk about Matterport scanning and the possibilities in a Matterport scan. Let's go ahead and let me bring you into our website, austinvrlab.com. Of course, you can always follow the latest of Austin VR Lab here, but you can also find it on our social media. So if you haven't followed or liked us yet on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, also, then please do. We definitely appreciate the support. And the best thing you can do for this cast is if you know someone who might want to watch it or you want to just share it, that is the best way to help us bring virtual reality to the world. Now, on our website, if you scroll down, of course, you can find out a little bit more about us. But down here, this is where we want to take you to first. We're going to talk about virtual tours today and how Austin VR Lab provides Matterport tours for your business or for your next project. Now, there are several ways to do these Matterport tours. The first one we're going to step in today is an art gallery in East Austin. This art gallery no longer exists, so this is one thing that's really cool. Is especially with the art gallery space, art galleries are always changing. And what if we could preserve your gallery or your exhibition in that gallery eternally in the virtual world? And so this is something that can the Matterport scans can be accessed, of course, in 2D, 3D, and of course virtual reality in once you want to step into a headset. But the great thing about these scans is that they are fully functional. So you can actually like move around. I'm using my touch screen here. You can also use your mouse and move around into a space and really get up close to some of these projects, and you can see how they're in 3D there. Now, what we use is a combination of LiDAR scanning and photogrammetry, and the software ties it all together and meshes it all up. And there's a lot of stitching and back end work involved that, of course, why we're here. Now, this art gallery, absolutely beautiful. I mean, you can see the detail here. We can even zoom in, pinch to zoom, bring it in. So, an amazing experience. One thing I also like about these scans is we can go into what is called dollhouse mode, and we can swing around the gallery and remember that one painting and the third one that we liked so much of the apple. You know, you can zoom right into it as you need it. Pretty cool technology. We're excited to be able to provide this in virtual reality to you. Now, there are so many things that we can do with these scans. I want to show you an example of something that we can do for maybe an outdoor space. So let's go ahead and move over to Kusagi Garden. Kasuga Garden. So this is a scan of an outdoor space. A lot of people ask, well, how do we do the dollhouse outdoors? Um, we have a stopping point. So the LiDAR 3D scanner has a stopping point so we can tell what needs to be included and what doesn't. Let's go ahead and slide on into the garden here. As you can see, I mean those are full 4K resolution photos. And then we can add tags into these projects. So we have a tag up here. And for the best tour experience, stick to the paths. Don't jump too far ahead like I just did. So you get the full tour experience here. You can leave messages for your visitors as they are viewing your project. Now, another cool thing about these is these all tie in to Google Matterport. I don't have one up. Andre, could you pull one up for me where send it over? It's Google Maps and Matterport ties together. So if someone is viewing your business on a um, on a Google search, right? Google Maps. You know, they want to find your art gallery, they want to find your surf shop, they want to find your ice cream store. Whatever business or whatever function we're using, if you have a Google Maps, we can attach that and you can tour within the Google Maps, you can tour the Matterport. So it's all very inclusive, ties in across platforms. It's agnostic, kind of like VR. One thing we pride of ourselves here in Austin, VR Lab is we are agnostic across hardware, across software. We are able to bring the best technology to our clients because we can provide them what they want and what they need. We're not tied in to any specific manufacturer, whether it be in the computer realm where we're not tied to Dell, we're not tied to HP, we're not tied to any other custom builder. We can provide. We have relationships with all these brands, and we can bring those brands to you. And then when it comes to virtual reality headset manufacturers, whether it's HTC Vive, Oculus, Valve Index, there are HP Reverb. There are so many headsets out there. We want to figure out what's the right headset for you, but also what's the right headset for your project, and helping bring that technology to you. Bringing it back to the Matterport scans, we are able to tie them into your website, tie them into your Google searches, tie them into your Facebooks. So we're just going down that path here to show you these botanical gardens. This is such a beautiful garden. Um, Now, as we can add these gains of function, we can add tags. Tags like describe a product or describe an experience. Now, one of my favorite tags is taking it to your virtual store. So let's zoom in here to this virtual store a little bit. Awesome. So this is a little snow and ski store that has been Matterport scanned. And so one of the cool things we can do is we can go around in this and take a look at the product. Let's zoom out just a little bit there. So here is the Patagonia rack. And so if we want to just tap there on Patagonia, I think I have zoomed in a little too far here. Cool. So we'll go ahead and click on, and this takes you to the store's webpage. And so then you can shop Patagonia. So like a direct to buy now function within a Matterport scan. So when you have your Matterport scan on your website, like on here, you can add that. And then the Patagonia opens up in a new tab. So let's walk around this store a little bit and look at all the different things that they have for sale that we could buy today at the Snow Fit Ski Shop. So look at this right here. Oh, look at these backpacks. These are some really cool backpacks. Let's go ahead and let's buy a backpack. So then we go here and you know, direct takes you right to the store. I really like that blue color. That blue, add it to the cart. Boom. Easy as that, directly from the virtual tour. Andre, looks like Andre sent me a message. Awesome. So here is a Matterport through Google Earth, YouTube of it. So you're zooming into Google Earth, you're doing the Google Earth street map, you're zooming into the building. We can add, of course, all these graphics in for you and then show you what the building looks like. So cool. Then into the Matterport itself. Isn't that awesome? Check out another one here. Matterport with Google Earth. Dropping down into the world here. Where are we headed? Like New York, New Jersey-ish. Not mistaken. So we can bring you to the building via Google Earth. Now, if Google Earth in VR is spectacular, love to be able to show you what that looks like. If you ever want to stop by our studios, please drop us a line. If you want to work with Austin VR Lab and let us show you the things that we can provide for you, we would be absolutely thrilled to do that. Awesome. So those are our Matterport scans. Now, let's show you. So we can do these with 3D cameras. Some spaces choose to go 2D with us. Go back here. I'll show you a quick 2D scan. So this is still a 3-dimensional. It's just we use a 2D 360 camera to shoot the project. And so it's a little, you still get the depth, you still get to move around in the space. So this is good for exactly what we're looking at, a dog spa where things don't necessarily need to be in 3D, but you want to get a virtual tour of the space. So one of the things that we can also do with these 3D models is we can move them into a program called Unity or Unreal Engine, where we can basically customize the whole experience and take it into full interactive mode where we can have full on events in your store space or in your storefront, but in VR and virtual reality that can be accessed both by people in virtual headsets or people 2D on a screen. We're going to have one of those for you, I think, next week. So if you tune in next Wednesday, we'll be able to show you what it looks like to actually attend an event in a Matterport space where we'll take the scan, we'll put it into the program, and then we will upload it to alt space where we'll be able to go and move around in a Matterport within a space. Definitely stay tuned for that. You're going to want to hit that notification bell. Definitely be sure to subscribe so you get all the latest and greatest in virtual reality and Austin VR Lab and how we're providing virtual reality as a service. I do see we have some viewers in here watching today. So if you want to shoot us a comment or you have any questions about Matterport scans, we would love to be able to answer those for you. Now, Austin VR Lab, we do a lot of real estate and a lot of work in architecture, engineering, and construction, but we are looking to do more art projects. That is definitely where our focus is. We love working with these art galleries and shooting for them, and we want to be able to take that to the next level and bring it to you. Let's try to back out of here. There. Awesome. So, Austin VR Lab for all your Matterport services or for any additional work you need. So maybe you already have some Matterport scans done. Someone came in and shot a Matterport for you, but now you want to take it into an event experience or you want to add tags with buy now buttons. We can do a lot of after the fact work for you. So if you maybe already have a Matterport scan, Austin VR Lab would definitely love to take a look at it for you, talk to you about how we can help improve that Matterport scan, shoot a new one, or even update your current Matterport scan, whether it be with tags and engineering the actual scan itself or taking it into a new program and working with it there where we can host a live event in your scan. Of course, Austin VR Lab, we are available to you 24/7 on our website, austinvrlab.com. And then of course, you can find us here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11:45 a.m. We usually try to keep these like 20 to 25 minutes. Now, Fridays are awesome too. Fridays we actually get into VR. Those can run a little bit long because we like to race. We get a little bit competitive, whether we're racing around the Coda track or we just got a new golf program that Jason and I have been going back to back on head to head. Jason, of course, you've met him and you will continue to meet him on our founders show. Maybe I can convince him to hop in on some of these with me, and you can get a little bit more Jason in your life. I don't know if we've decided what we're going to do this Friday, or if we're going to go ahead and step into golf, or if we're just going to do some racing around the Coda track. We also have some wonderful tilt brush artists who are coming in to work with us. And so we'll be getting in some VR painting over the next couple of Fridays and VR artwork. So again, Mondays, VR news days. Wednesdays, we get into shop talk, kind of like we did today, talking about what the possibilities are and how viable those possibilities are with your business model. And then on Fridays, get in VR days. We have fun, we play a game, and we we have a good time. And so love the fact that you joined us today. If you're watching this and you're not live, definitely try to join us live so we can interact with you and get the most out of this time together. And until we see you again in the future, remember to like, follow, and subscribe. And of course, hit that notification bell so Austin VR Lab can be at the forefront of your virtual online experience. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day.